fans and a great game for our guys, and come back and win it like that. And we've had some games where we've been up, but we haven't got it done. We've had some that we have been up and did get it done. But this is against a really good team and two teams that played really well. I mean, I look at the numbers offensively, and there's no way I could have predicted both teams would have shot and executed. I liked that our 13 turnovers against a team that does force turnovers. I thought that was huge for us, and just happy for all of our guys as they responded. It was certainly a devastating loss against Texas to be up like we were and not get it done, but certainly I'm proud of them. So I thought Xavier was tremendous down the stretch, made a couple great plays, and I thought Mike was tremendous all game long. I mean, he just what I liked was the defensive plays that he came up with, the loose balls, the deflections, the steals, and as well as I thought shot selection was really good and played. I thought a little better without the basketball too as he continues to improve. So great game. I thought their guys were tremendous. They made shots. They made tough shots. Williams was hard to guard. He's no wonder everybody in the country was trying to get him. But he's tremendous. But I'm just happy for our players and our fans, and it's a great win for us and our resume.
Jamie, they obviously shot such a high percentage in the first half. What kind of changed in the second half? You guys held them to 25 points and forced a lot of turnovers.
Well, I joked about it afterwards, and I said to the team at halftime, I was like, guys, we win this game, but if we play any kind of defense, and I actually used the number, if we got to 50 in the second half, we can't even win this game. But I get to 40, I guarantee we'll win it. And that was just the second half. So, and so afterwards, I left. Guess what we got it to? They thought they got it to 50, or they got below or 40. But I said, no, it's 50 again. What we got were turnovers. And that's why, as you said, they had 25 points, they shot 50%. But we got deflections, we got loose balls, we got steals, and that was the difference. So it was better. We were more aggressive on the ball. The three-quarter press, I think, slowed them down a little bit. They got in the clock a lot of times, so it was effective in that regard. We used it against them there. It wasn't as effective. We had a mistake early that gave them a basket, but I thought that was huge for us too as well. So but they made shots, they made plays, they made tough drives and finishes, but we responded. And again, like I said, 13 turnovers. Could have shot the ball better from the line, but it's something we're working on too as well.
Jamie, Bryson Williams started, I think, 5 for 5. He was pretty much unstoppable in the first half. Down the stretch, you guys were able to slow him down, especially on that final play for Tech. Just what was the key to that?
Well, I mean, we fronted him and we took it away, and Xavier made a tremendous play, and the help side was there, and I think he might have pushed a little bit, but we came up with a loose ball. But that's what we wanted to do. He's really a hard guard, like I said. I mean, obviously, he was. Everybody knew who he was. He's old. He's good. I think he's the best big guy in the league as far as scoring. What he can do offensively, defensively. I thought he was going to Texas, I guess, coming back, but he went to Texas Tech, and it's really he's hard guard. I mean, he really is. Plus, he makes his free throws. A couple of the drives are really tough. He went left one time, went right one time. I mean, that says a lot. So he's got a great mid-range game. He's very good. I mean, and we knew that. And but Xavier did a great job on that play. And there's a couple. We got 3 turnovers, so I think we had something to do with that too as well. When he did shoot it, it was pretty good though.
You mentioned the resume. Did you think you had already done enough? Is this?
I mean, you don't know how it's all going to play out. But yeah, we've done a lot of things. I mean, our league is just ridiculous. I mean, I think looking at our league, something's going to fall. Like there's going to be some teams that are way better than other teams that make it at larges. And just because the league's so tough, top to bottom, there's just something that's going to fall out of place. I mean, it's just, we play everybody twice. That just makes us different, and we're better. So it makes it even more challenging for the teams.
Jamie, you mentioned 9 and 9 is pretty much a lock. I mean, do you feel like with how deep it is, 8 should get you any team in?
I mean, again, at larges, you lose some. What happens? I mean, but yeah, I think so. The league's proven that. I think we're the only team probably didn't get it the one time, but everybody else has it except the NCAA. So. We know what we're up against, but we've got to find what we got. We got 3 games. We got 1 Tuesday. We got a home game. We got a great crowd. We got to pack the place, and I'm excited about. I've been excited as I tell. I love this team. I'm excited about them. They're great kids. They're good academic in the classroom. We're trying to get them tougher. We're trying to get them a little bit more. We're trying to grow them up. I mean, they're just we're trying to get older. We're trying to get more experience. I mean, you just look at this team. I mean, I look at their team. I mean, like 6-year guys. I mean, they're just so old. They're so old, and that's why they're successful. So they went and got those super seniors, whatever you want to call them, 6-year guys, and we got. That's what my hope with this team was to getting better because we're so young and so new to the Big 12. Trying to preach how tough this league is, and I don't know that they quite grasped it all. I mean, we really had only one guy that played significant minutes last year. If you really look at our roster, Chuck, but he's a completely different player this year. So it's good. I think we have a lot of growth still.
What did you think of it seemed like Fran's shot that gave you guys the lead?
Yeah.
Kind of got you over the hump.
That was the first lead, right? I think
Yeah.
Since in the second half. Yeah, it was. We've been shooting great, and I thought he passed up a couple earlier too, and I thought that was told him to shoot it, and that was huge. And he's been shooting. I think we said he was 61%. I think from 3 in the last 6 games or something. I may have the numbers messed up. 50. He said 50%. 9. So we know he's shooting really well. We got to get him shots. I think he's still passing up a few too many, and we got him in there. And I think he probably should have played some more minutes. As I look at it now, I thought he played more, but he's given us really good stuff.
Coach, you've talked all year about the atmosphere here at home, the students and how they've showed up. What did you think about the atmosphere tonight?
Well, obviously they had some people here, but I mean, that's a challenge. I mean, we're obviously a smaller school with in a place that everybody wants to live, and this is where the jobs are. So I mean, it's a good thing. I like to live in a good place, and so do a lot of people. But we battle. We got to find ways. We're much smaller than everybody else, but I knew that coming here.
The Francisco 3 also started a stretch of 7 straight possessions where the lead changed. Yeah, what's the value in that and sort of getting through that and winning the game?
Well, we're responding. I mean, one of the things we keep saying is get a shot at. We're so good offensive rebounding team, and I look at we only had 7 offensive rebounds today, but we only missed 25 shots, so that has something to do with it. But we just got to get shots up, and if we're cutting down turnovers is the point. And we got to line some too in the second half. We got to shoot it better, but I thought he's huge for us. I mean, he's big, and 2 assists, no turnovers, and give us some really good spacing on the floor. So yeah, it was big, and I tell you, it was a high level game, which shouldn't surprise you in this league, and the way we're playing and the way they're playing. So I mean, the efficiency offensively, I thought teams really played to their strengths, got the ball to guys that they wanted to get it to, and the guys made the plays. I mean, you're talking about 2 of the best players in Williams, and Shannon was a couple plays early, but they bank one in too. So it was just a high level game offensively, and 2 teams that pride themselves defensively. We know how good they are, so I'm sure they're on the defensive end. So I'm sure they wonder about our shooting percentage against them. And I thought if we could, I thought we had to out rebound them, and we did not rebound, which really surprised me. But obviously the turnovers turned that.
Coach, talk a little bit about Micah's defense, especially in the second half, and then those rebounds that he came up late. Just how big was he?
Yeah, it was huge, and I thought he was good in the press, and we had him out there, and we like him out there, and he gives us a lot of things. Obviously, we're developing him offensively, but I thought he was really good for us, and like you said, the long rebounds he came up with down the stretch were huge. We got to keep, as I said, developing that bench, and I think a couple guys we know can give us a little bit more. We just got to get them out there.
Jamie, any concern on that last review? It seemed like 0.5 seconds is way too short for a turnaround period.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Everybody was telling me there, but I was I thought we could have guarded better, but, you know, we kind of hesitated on it, and we told them exactly what they were going to do, and we didn't get it done. But, I mean, you know, it's made a great pass. We had a guy on the ball. Yeah, no, I wasn't really based on you can't turn and shoot and square up like he did. He took his time doing it.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, you already mentioned it a little bit, but 5 steals for Mike tonight, almost 39 minutes played. Just talk about the way he led on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, I thought defensively, I mentioned that, you know, you know, we've got to have great defense from our guards. That's where it starts. And we talked about ball pressure, and I talked to him yesterday about it. I talked to him today about it. I think I talked to him the second half. It's got to be, we got to have better ball pressure, and I thought we got that in the second half. And we had them farther out offensively. The press had something to do with it, but there's a lot of plays where we weren't at that three-quarter press, and I thought we had a little better ball pressure, and it got them starting their offense. So I thought that was a lot with Damian, Mike, Micah. We've got it. We're good enough athletically. I think the problem is our guys play too many minutes. You know, I think it was obviously the strength of Texas. They have so many guys, and older guys at the same time.
Can you talk about the kind of unusual having to play Kansas or anybody back to back? We know why, but it's
Yeah,
just,
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we just played 4 games in 7 days. We played Texas. 2 days later, they had 4 days rest. I mean, these are things that in the bylaws they're not supposed to do, and that's what we're doing. But it's a situation. I'd rather play them than not play them. So it is what it is. You know, I mean, we're in a different world. We're a different world in everything we do. We have 6-year players. We have 4 games in 8 days. We got, you know, it's just a different world, and so you adjust and you enjoy it, and you win a game like this. So that's what we did. I'm proud of our guys, and we'll get ready for Tuesday. Thank you.